Hi guys. I hope you're doing good in during all the semester. We are halfway done and we almost done. We have only like 6 weeks left, so it's good. So today, based on the understanding of the design functions, we will create actual portfolio starting from cover. So there is a um, there's requirements when you design portfolio. So it's not required in the actual world, but um, I ask you to do meet all the requirements to create your own portfolio. So it's starting from cover page and contents of a table of contents and bio or small instruction about yourself and actual project page, which include the breaks of each project. So those are the main elements that are consisting the portfolio. And now we are discuss about portfolio cover. So what goes into your portfolio cover? Okay, the first, you should not skip your full name because it's your portfolio. Even though you create a wonderful portfolio, if it linked to other applicants' name, you might be failed to get the job. So please put your name on the cover page so the reviewers can link to your name and the work. And the next thing is optional to put portfolio, or you can also insert design portfolio or interior design portfolio. And also you can put a year or date range of your portfolio as well. Um, it is sometimes it is helpful for you to organize your own portfolio because the portfolio is up to date always. So you might not mix it up with which version of the portfolio is. So it is good to have put year just for yourself, or also the reviewers can identify how recent portfolio work was done. So those are the optionals. Your name is most critical elements to put it in your cover. And then, so here are the examples of the different types of cover page. So first, start with the text-only cover with minor elements, minor graphical elements. So here, using some elements with color, dominant color, with the name on it, and year, portfolio, and identify what types of portfolio it will be, and which position she's applying for. And maybe she kind of create her own logo as well. So it is good. It's not mandatory, but it's good to have your own logo. And here, she also this person also created her own. I mean, the person's own logo or kind of visual graphics, but mostly, this person missed their name. Maybe this Scrabble might be the signature, but I don't think it's a. I mean, the layout. I mean, the simplicity and the minimalism of this cover is good, but it does not indicate which applicant portfolio it is. So I don't think we need to put your name instead of the interior design portfolio here. I think this is a good cover for to pursuing the simplicity and also the contrast between the simple visual graphics in this cover and the handwritten name is kind of create a good contrast. So I think it's good. And but the one thing was lacking is the visual contrast. So it is hard to identify the her name due to the color of the background. So if I were the person, I would rather use a little darker color to create more contrast between the text and the background. But overall, I really like the this person created a really elegant handwriting. I don't know it's font or not, but yeah, I really liked the way she used their text. This is another example of text only cover portfolio, and it also identify which um, position she is pursuing. I mean, she or he, they pursuing, and here identify the designer's name. And it's simple, and the overall layout looks good, minimal, and really modern. I like it, but the one thing I would like to point out is that the this vertical text is a little messed up. So, uh, but overall looks good. I think this is another good example. I mean, the readability is really high. It's really good layout, cover design, which identify the applicant's name and the purpose of the main content of this document, identify the category, which position the person is pursuing, and overall graphical layout is identified with the simple use of elements. I really like this. And use of space is good. I mean, I also like the emptiness to make more contrast between the small elements and the blank space. But also it is good to use I mean, this kind of dominant use of elements is also good. It's the way it really depends on the way how you use the space and elements. And this is an example I don't recommend to like follow. It's too small, no contrast between each text, and it's hard. It's a readability. It's readability. I can't say it's readable at this point. I don't know which one is name or which one is. It's hard to tell. So yeah, don't try not to pursue like this type of layout. And this is another example I don't want you to follow. I can't read what the language is not English, so that also there could be another barrier to block the readability. But I don't think it's really helpful, and it doesn't identify the applicant's name. Who knows? And this I think is really interesting as a student. So like use of space, use of color is really interesting, and then the graphical use of those design elements is really great. I think the person really spent a lot of time to design this cover. Mm, yeah, it's really interesting. So I mean, this is the example the reason why I'm showing this example is to you don't need to stick on those like minimal and modern look cover. You can be it can be any types of cover design. But I don't want you to spend too much time on the cover, because cover is only give it's all it delivers a good impression. Delivers impression for overall portfolio, but it does not determine the success or the failure of the job position. So, but the most important factor you need to consider in your portfolio is that the content itself. And this is, I really like the simplicity and use of elements, like those like subtle use of the elements using the shade and the shadow, and the variety of using this types of font. I mean the font face. I mean this person used the same font face typeface, but the use of the style is different. So I mean, it creates more those. So the using the same typeface kind of help to maintain the consistency, but also use of a different weight of each typeface. It kind of brings out the variety. So now and the use of the contrast between the blue square and a little peach circle kind of brings out a contrast within the variety. So and then the tones kind of maintain the consistency during the overall design. So I mean, this is really perfect example for cover. This is another example to use of text. I mean, this person used the text as a texture. So this is another interesting use of text. And I also like the hand drawing as well, but I prefer more modern, like bold Gothic font for cover. But it's really, the cover is most usually to identify yourself. So it really depends on your decision, your design philosophy and design decision. And the next example, the next list is about text with abstract image. So here are the abstract images. I mean, with abstract image, it makes your cover more sophisticated. So it is good. The abstract image kind of good source to make your cover a little sophisticated and yeah. So like text use of texture or like exaggerated photographic image or any like graphics. I mean, this is a good source to bring so the abstract image, but when you use abstract image, so you try to maintain this, use the similar theme for overall your portfolio. So like texture is good source to using to can be utilized for the overall layout design. Like you can utilize the same texture for the break pages or the table of contents or any like theme color for any types of project cover or any elements that can be included in any pages. So that's the abstract image can be a really good source to maintain your consistency overall your portfolio. And also it can give you bring some kind of emotional impression. And if you have any like really prefer material and finishes, it could be utilized for your cover as well. I mean, I really like this cover, kind of using the material image and use of the effect, the text effect. And when you have like really when you have that kind of really impressive and strong um, graphical image in your cover, try to it can be a little hard to maintain the same um, theme for overall for next spread. So you should be a little careful about the using abstract image, that kind of strong abstract images. And this is really simple, but can this is really simple, but can also strong, brings me a strong impression. Next example is text with your own works. So I most of the example I bring I brought it from isu.com. So you can go ahead and take a look at the first page or second or third page and take a look inside of their portfolio, and you'll see whether they the difference between when the designer maintained the consistency from the cover to the project page or not. So when you use your own work, it is obvious that you should use the most representative and then a beautiful work example on for the cover. And I really like this cover because the work itself is really gorgeous. All use of color and a lot of elements inside it. I think the work itself is really great. So I mean, it's dominant, and I mean, due to the quality of the work itself, it doesn't have to the minimal use of elements is more helpful than the complex use of elements. So I really like the simplicity, but the complexity is already existed in the work itself. So I mean, it kind of goes well with the simple use of elements. And also this the hand sketch is always is usually very preferable for most of the reviewers. I mean, many designers, because in we are most of the design work is mostly computational, device driven. So um, so people kind of miss has a nostalgia in the like more traditional design process. So if you have like good hand drawing skill and hand sketches, feel free to use it for any of your page, or any of your use it as a design source for for cover or any like any page spread. But if you are not confident in your hand sketch, just don't use it. So this person has a really good hand sketching skill. So this page is worth this. The person that the this drawing has worth it to use it for cover. And also, the other good thing is that the hand sketch is usually placed in the initial design process. So reviewers can direct a link this drawing to how the applicants is dedicated to the design process. So because most of reviewer would like to see the design process, how the understanding of design process of the applicants. So it is better. I mean, good rendering is also good to see, but mostly the understanding of the design process and the showing your understanding to the reviewers is more important than just bring the nice and beautiful rendering. And this is another example of the hand sketch cover. Um, when you look at this image, you'll see it looks really natural by using hand sketching skill. But when you look at the detail of this cover, you will see the using the tracing paper that has like layers of images below. So we cannot consciously identify if it's really sophisticated skill, but we can unconsciously we got an impression that this person has a really good design pro hand skill and dedicated to design process and a lot of sophistication in the use of layers. So I think this is a good this is a perfect example of using your work for your cover. But keep in mind that when you use your hand sketch drawings, then you should have uh, to use the beautiful the wonderful sketching example of your work. And next page, you usually start with the table of contents, or you can include the bio in the table of contents. So it could be bio or table of contents, but I will start with the table of contents because in table of contents spread, some people you put the bio in their include the bio in their table of contents. So I will talk both at, in this section. So project title. First, you need to have project title and you might need to include a page number. I mean, you may or may not, but when you insert the page number, you need to think how you can edit, how you can reorganize the page number when you edit your portfolio. So by any chance in the next semester or a year later, you will come visit your portfolio again and then just modify, adding more project and then reorganize those the project. In that case, all the page number will be messed up. So you should be really careful when you put the page number. And you also can use title for categories, may or may not. It's, as I mentioned, optional. Or you can use graphics and adding graphical images. Or you also consider to put bio in the content spread. Well, let's see the other examples. So this is the use of graphical image, the work sample, or any graphical image that brings in draws interest from the of the reviewer side, and starting with the number of project number. I mean, it would be better for it would be easier for you to for you to sorry to change the project number instead of project number instead of page number, and the title and kind of brief information about the project, the year and location, or the which course or what project is for, and title and year, location. So this person like put some another category in the contents. Maybe she put this person put some miscellaneous work in page 102 through 105. Okay, this is really simple with the graphical image and a simple project number. And this person used index, this spread as an index, and put the page number. And this is the example use of graphical image. I mean, this person used his own their own work and project number and representative images and page net number, a project number and page number. Just think about that. And the project title and a little interesting use of elements. And this is really simple, but I like it. I don't mind to do this, so, because it delivers the content. Only lacking is that the contrast between each text. I mean, there is, but I wish there was more variety. But contents table of content spread is really just guide the reviewers which pay which where I'm going to where what I'm going to present for the rest of the spread. So kind of instruction of your portfolio. Simple in indicating the category of the design categories. I really like the simplicity, and an abstract image kind of help you the. So if without this image, it could be a little simple, but I think without this image, it looks still okay, because those numbering text uh, brings more variety that make a big contrast between the due to the size and the use of the transparency. But and also and by adding the tree image, kind of maintain the consistency from the cover to the next spread. And use a graphical image of the work sample and the contents, title, page number, and location, year. The simple information about the project. And this is an example in adding adding bio in your portfolio. So I I I saw your resume design, and now you guys did a great job. But you don't need to put that much information in your portfolio, because you will submit your resume separate as a separate document. But so this is a kind of the contents of this bio kind of lengthy as your resumes are. I would rather just so you don't need to like insert the whole information of your resume. And this is another way you can show your graphical skill uh, by introducing yourself. But and you compare to previous example, it looks busy as much as it is, but the content itself is really simple. So you categorize experience. There are big titles: experience, interest, organization, education, soft skill, contact info, and all the information is kind of simplified compared to the other person. And the use of the use of the graphical elements is really gives us a pleasure. But you don't yeah, but yeah, so if you'd like to show your graphical skill, then this is a good place to play your skill. um but your bio can be more simple, more simple than these two examples. So a lot of information and contents and page break at the same spread. I don't recommend this example. So too much information. Too much is too much. Resume is too lengthy, and contents. So if I were her, so I will simplify the resume. I mean bio part, and put the content as a separate on the right side of the spread, and um, put this project page as for next spread. It's too busy. It's too to digest as one spread. So it is always recommended to use a single spread, use a whole spread for project title, project cover. I call it page break. This is the person. It's a C. She said it's a CV, but actually it's not CV. CV will might be more lengthy than the resume is, and bio is more simpler format. Bio is simpler format than resume, and CV. I mean, a resume is simpler format compared to the CV. So, um, we are not designing CV. We are just, your photo. You may not use your photo, and they put your name, and that it is always good to have your about like introduction statement of yourself. You was already worked on. You already have from other modules. So please insert your statement, design statement in the bio page, and don't forget to put your contact info. Otherwise, they can't contact you. So, and education, like a simple version of educational experience, and computer skills. I don't think we need put computer skills. I mean, it is helpful to insert to put the computer skills, but you don't need to measure it. Don't measure your skills. If you have like poor skills in your if you have a poor skill in that category, don't put it. If you think you can do it, then just insert the name of the skill, but don't measure the don't measure your expertise. Okay, don't measure it, just put the name of the skill. Otherwise, working experience is good. Publication, a lot good. Design skills design skill will be shown in your portfolio, so you don't need to put design skills. Maybe you can put language and computer skills, but design skill will be presented in your project page, so you don't need to put design skill. But the education and your design philosophy and your contact info those are the two critical elements to put it in your bio, because especially the design statement, reviewers cannot see your design your philosophy. Reviewers might not get your design philosophy through your portfolio. So and if you put your design philosophy or your design statement, it'll be helpful for the reviewers to find the right position of your work of your future job. So yeah, it is helpful to put your design statement. I mean, to put your design statement in your bio and contact information. Don't measure your skills. and she also insert the contents, because the table of contents doesn't not much um, mm, elements to put. So she just put the bio and the contents paste in one spread. I mean, this is a good example. I mean, merging two different two of attribute in one spread. To kind of bring some good introduction to her portfolio. And so, and this is, I mean, this is really good example. The side, the lengthy wise, simple and direct, and have a design statement with and then adding and then bring some of the sophistication. You adding some abstract images. And the contents, the information of yourself is really precise, concise, and simple. Because reviewers don't have much time. They might spend only 30 seconds, or like 2 minutes, 30 seconds to 2 minutes to review your work, because there are a lot of applicants. So they might not take a deep look at all the contents here. They don't have time. So it'll be better for you to deliver the information in a really simple and concisely to the reviewers. So try to avoid those lengthy contents. It's too lengthy, but this is the example. The reason why I picked this example is that the use of the layout. So by using kind of abstract image, those are different, but kind of brings a similar theme. And the right page is put contents, table of contents, and identify the number of project, and you can easily distinguish the page title, I mean project title, and project description. And yeah, so it is a really good guideline. It could be really good guide for reviewers to understand the next spread. And prologue is really lengthy, so I would rather just put your design statement and kind of and may or may not insert your brief bio, adding my education experience, or if you have like really the if you have a work experience, you'd like to really show, even really present a little bit. This is a good place to put your work experience, any experience you would like to really show off. So the use of text is simple, using the same one typeface, and only the weight weight is the different use of weight kind of brings up variety. So I really like the use of design elements in this example. And this is another example: use of contents, use of text typeface. So just stick to just one typeface, and use a variety use of weight brings us more graphical pleasure. And also it has a subtitle by the project type. So we can simply draw our eyes what category, what will be, how the next portfolio will be consistent with. Kind of good navigation for the rest of the spread. and interesting, I mean, good graphical image that draws our eyes, give us a pleasure. And I really like the use of bold and extra bold font and a really light font. Big contrast and variety is placed here. So then, as I mentioned, I mean, so yeah, so I cover the your from design cover page and bio and table of contents. And next video I will introduce how to create page break and the page layout variety use of page layout. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.